Today, I wasn't actually going to come here. I've just found this place by chance, exploring through the Outback. It's an old abandoned sports ground. We've got a set of tennis courts here, some old barbecues and chairs. I've had the metal detector out for about 30 seconds and check this out. Got a target straight up and you would not credit what it is. Today I'm targeting old silver coins. For anyone that doesn't know, the old pre-decimal coins in Australia, the silver ones were actually made out of silver. I think pre-46, correct me if I'm wrong anyone, sterling silver, 92.5%. From 46 to 66, 500, which is 50%. Now, I haven't actually found an old silver coin. Like I said, I literally just pulled up, turned the car off, grabbed the detector, walked. I'll show you how far I walked. So the ute's here, literally turned the detector on, wasn't even really swinging it. Got a good signal, straight up. Nice 34, which could be a silver coin. Wasn't meant to happen in this hole because you wouldn't bloody credit it. These bloody outback bushmen, they like their little, I don't know what this actually is, but I think quite a few of you will. It surprises me how many of these things that I find laying around in little bush places like this. I'm guessing some youngsters have been here over the years and stopped by just because there's some seats and a bit of cover and a barbecue to maybe have a little bit of fun. Now there's roads still leading up around there. I'm hoping that there could be a cricket pitch or something. There's a set of old toilets I've just spotted through the way and some old tennis courts. I'll keep having a hunt around and see if I can find some decent signals, and to find that is a good sign because it was a really strong signal and it's in the most obvious spot, which sort of tells me that no one's been here before. Fingers crossed. This little target I've got here actually sounds pretty good. I did get another one over here. It sounded a little bit dodgy, ended up being a bullet. This one, a little bit higher reading. And I've literally only gone, what, from a couple of meters since I found that cone piece and had a few signals, so it's a good sign. Definitely no one's been here before. I think I've moved it. Definitely. Oh, you beauty. Straight up. Not exactly what I'm after, but it is a coin. It's got me excited. It's got me excited. I'm almost certain what it is. Let me have a look. Yes, that's what it is. It's only a 1 cent piece, which is a real pain in my butt. I hope they're not everywhere, but to get a coin on the literally the third target, like I said, I got the cone piece, a bullet, coin straight up. Fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that this opens up back here into a cricket ground. If so, we're going to have some hunting ahead of us. I think we're going to have quite a few signals to dig here. I don't even think I'll get out to the next cricket ground that I was heading to. Fingers crossed, looking good. Another absolute screamer. Again, I really haven't even gone anywhere. This one here sounds really shallow. If it's not really shallow, which I'm not getting anything on the pinpointer, I'm hoping that with a signal that loud and clear and steady, that... Oh no, what do we got? Bloody electrical fitting. Happens to the best of us. Now this one does sound promising. As you've seen, I've dug a bottle lid. I've got the whole gamut really of junk. Bottle lid, electrical fitting, 1 cent piece, cone piece. We're gonna be hitting a silver here. I can feel it. I can feel it. They're gonna be here. I can't see any junk coming out yet. I can't find it yet. That isn't a good sign either, because that sort of tells me that could be, if it's too deep, it's probably something big and junky. Oh, I think we're onto it there. Come on, baby. One thing is, I like this sandy soil. Where are we? It's a bit hard to dig without a cameraman. Oh no, don't tell me. Oh, yes, tell me. I almost thought we were onto a silver then. Looked like a sixpence sitting in the hole, but guess what? 2 cent coin. X marks the spot. Doesn't sound very deep. Almost wasn't going to film it. Ah, bugger. More junk. Looks like we have a resident goanna here. Check this out. I'll bring you back from where he starts. You can see it really plain as day in this sandy soil. You can see his tail drags and his feet mark. He wandered across the road, probably over near this tank to get a drink, I'd say. Looks like it's leaking a bit of water. Bit of a screamer going on down here in the grass. Have a bit of a look-see, see what we can find. Haven't actually found anything pre-decimal yet, so I'm hoping that our luck is going to improve. Shallow, whatever it is. Oh yes. I just seen something pop out of the hole, and I don't think it's a 2 center. Looks too big. Looks too big, you beauty. Well, now that's got me really excited. It's not what I'm after. It's not exactly what we're after. I don't really get too keen over the pennies because they're not silver, basically. Especially a rue penny. They're pretty well a dime a dozen, but I do like finding them in new areas because wherever these are, the silvers are going to follow. One little tip that I will give, if you do find a penny or an old coin or anything really that you're after, it's a really good idea to really do the area nice and slow. At least, I would say, a couple of meters around the coin. Because generally where you find one, you're going to find more. And what I've found is there's a pretty good signal there. That's a very high tone. And there's another one here. Not huge, not a screamer, but definitely worth investigation. And I haven't even got out there further yet. I've sort of just come from here. I haven't even really worked back this way. I thought I'd just do a really deep scan of the area and another 2 signals. So let's check them out, shall we? Let's see what we have. hopefully, going by my experience, whatever it is right there. Oh, you beauty. Seen that pop out straight up. Our first silver for the day. You little ripper, what do we got? Okay, now I'm officially very excited. Because that other signal is a fair screamer, it's probably another penny. Now this was a little bit of a bouncy small signal, and to be honest, in some places I probably wouldn't have even dug it. It was only that it was there beside that penny. Our first silver, it's not a big one. It's the smallest of the Australian silvers, but it's an old one, which really gives me some hope. Let's check this other signal out. It's sounding a bit junky. It's a little bit bouncy, but given that it's coin, they generally come in threes. Turn our pinpointer on. Oh, pinpointing him straight up too. I like this sandy soil. A lot of places where you go where it's really black, hard soil, dries out, can be hard digging. And I don't know why, but you tend not to find a lot of coins. I don't know whether it's just the areas. But this really sandy soil, we got it out, whatever we got. Oh yes, it's another coin. Looks about penny size, and it's not a penny. Oh yes, it's not a penny. What do we got? Oh, you beauty. What date do we got on it? 1946. Now that's got me real excited, because it doesn't really get any better than that. Florin, or a 2 shilling piece, 2 bob in the old terms. Just depending on, I'll have to look up the silver price and the year. I'm not too sure whether 46 was the 500 or the 925, but if it's a 500 silver, I think there's a third of an ounce currently going at about 75 bucks an ounce. So it'd be either $25 or $12.50. Absolute beauty. I'm really gonna scan this area now, and looking at it, I've got a lot of area to cover. Could be a little bloody gold mine. I've been wandering through, found this old fireplace. Now that fireplace has probably seen some fires way back when, and it looks bloody old. I've been trying to have a good scan around it. I will do a couple of laps around it. There's a few dodgy signals. There's something there that sounded a bit dodgy, but something there that sounds good. Something not too far from him either. That one sounds a little bit bouncy. That's a screamer. We'll go for the screamer first. And literally, I haven't even really scanned around it. This looks like it would be the front of it. I've got a big old log here that something's been crawling in and out of. I'll be a little bit careful of that. That appears to be, which is probably an old seat. I'm going to have a really good scan around this old fireplace, and there's no shortage of signals. Like I said, there's something a little bit dodgy here, which I'll scrape off. There's a screamer up in here. You can hear him going off, a little bit bouncy, but we'll have a, oh, I just seen that. I just seen it. It wasn't very deep at all. Another silver. I love these sort of places. Untouched. He's a bit murky, this one. What do we got? 19, 22. And it's the same sort of deal. I don't know what's going on, but the head side doesn't seem too bad, and the tail side, or the emblem side, I don't even know the right terminology, but it's really crusty. I'm gonna have to go and get a drink very soon because my throat is getting a little bit dusty, but I'm not going to walk away from this. Our screamer signal was there, which ended up being a shallow threepence. Now there's a bit of a dodgy signal, which now that I've cleared the grass off, I don't even think I'll bother with. Generally, if I get a really dodgy signal like that, it could be a deep silver or a deep coin of some sort. So what I'll do, I'll just scrape the surface off. If it's a coin, it'll improve. If it's junk, it'll disappear. And unfortunately today it's disappeared, which generally means it's a bit of rusty junk. The detector was having a bit of a hard time discerning it until I could get a bit closer to it. I had the best feeling coming out today on this hunt, and I wasn't even, like I said, I didn't even know this place existed. It's just one of those days, I think. Generally when I see a lot of wildlife, where are we? I have a good day. First thing I seen, a fox run across in front of me. I seen a mob of pigs just standing on the side of the road, not even moving. Not too far back down the road actually, I've seen emus, any number of things. I'll just have to concentrate here for a bit. Where are you? I swear I dug that up. I must not have even dug it, you idiot. Unless there's two signals here, which is a possibility. I just found that one. Ooh, nugget. Ooh, nugget. The only thing is, it's not gold. I found a nugget. Unfortunately, by the feel of it, it's aluminium. Not worth much in today's prices. Another little tip for you, always remember, stop and drink plenty of water. Especially out here where it's dry and dusty and hot, because you'll find yourself, you won't last the day. You'll end up dehydrated and run out of energy pretty bloody quick. I know yous all want to see it, so we'll go and have a look. The old genuine bush dunny. Let's check it out. I don't think we're going to be using it today somehow. She's an old bloody ripper. Well preserved. Check that out for a dunny. Don't build them like that anymore. She's a ripper. Now generally they'd have a big deep pit there. I don't know whether it's probably been filled in, or they used to probably put a bucket or something there. I'm not too sure. All the other ones that I've seen like that, they've had a big deep pit. My guess is, because I did notice there's some newer toilets over on the other side of the tennis courts, my guess is they've probably filled the pit in because it was dangerous. And I do have a little story about a toilet just like this, of all things. We were out metal detecting one day. Josie needed to go to the toilet when she was probably, she would have been 2 years old at the most. There was an old dunny like this that she wanted to use. So she sat on there and all we heard was, "Ah!" scream. We run in and she's stuck in the toilet with her knees here, her legs down in there, and her back up to about her shoulders here. Oh her, she had the look of terror on her face. Bit of a cruel story. It wasn't that funny at the time because I had to run in and rescue her. Sort of pulled her up out of there. Luckily she didn't fall in because that one that she got stuck in did have a pit. And if she had fallen into that pit, it would not have been pretty at all. I've been having a good scan around the good old dunnies. Picked up a few signals. There's a couple here. Got a pretty good signal there. And a pretty good high signal there. So hopefully it's not junk. Because I think the last 20 signals that I've dug have been junk. And just looking across the flat here, we might just have a look at that a little bit after. But there's heaps of old bottles and cans and all sorts of stuff. So, oh yeah, straight up. Whenever it's a bloody coin like that, you can see it straight up, stick out like dog's balls. Let's have a look, shall we? What do we got? It's not a silver. It's another rue penny. What do we got this time? I'll get it in the sun. What do we got? 1944. Well, if that was a silver, I'd be absolutely cheering. But it's not. It's a crusty old kangaroo penny. I'll take it every day of the week. Just because it's a pretty good sign there's going to be silvers. And I'm a little bit two-sided about this next signal because it's right near it. And it sounds almost exactly the same. So it's probably another dirty old crusty roo. But we'll have a look if we can find it again. It was just here somewhere. Yeah, right there. And it sounded pretty well exactly the same as the dirty old crusty roo that was beside him. So we'll see if we can get hone in on him. Be right about there somewhere. You dirty old crusty roo sitting here somewhere. I can feel it. Where are ya? No, he didn't pop out. Or did he? Well, that's a bit odd. Oh, there he is. I don't think it's a roo, unless I just haven't dug it yet. What the heck? Oh no! Silver in the hole! It's a silver in the hole, I can see it. Right there. It's a silver in the hole, you beauty. Nice little sixer. 1942. Crusty little 1942 sixpence. I'll take that every day of the week. I'll have a good scan around here because, like I said, you know what people are like. They're busting to go. Someone's in the dunny. They're going to be fumbling around. And they're going to lose some coins for us to find later. You beauty. Ooh, what do we got? Another bloody brown bugger. Oh well, I'm not going to complain about that too much. Just goes to show what you could miss, because I found that little patch of pre-decimal coins there, and just working my way back, hit a little 1 cent piece. Not too far from it, and I thought I'd done this area pretty good. Might be worth just having one more little scratch around here. And I'm thinking I might go for a walk up around the other side of the courts. And that's a little lesson too. I just turned the camera off and I thought I better just double check that. And there's another signal right next to where I found that 1 center. I will check it. There's probably a good chance that it's probably another 1 cent. just for the fact that you generally find them in bloody pairs, and it's right beside where the other one was. I presume that's what it is anyway. There he is. He's bloody bouncing around the hole like a little bugger. Well, got 2 cents out of that hole. I better just double check before I go too far. Nah, that's definitely it. Little patch. I would have preferred a 3p than a 1p. I guess we can't be too fussy. Like I said I was going to do, I've worked my way all the way around the back side of the old courts. That's the new toilet block. Not really much to look at. And actually, just looking through there, there's another old outhouse up through there. I don't know whether that might be worth investigating at a later date. And the area in between seems odd that they'd have another outhouse way over in the bush in that direction, and one way over in the bush in that direction. I don't know if that was the go in the old days. Just basically made it around to the front side. I presume is the front side because that's the road, and I don't know what's behind there. There is a fair track leading that way. I'm hoping there's a cricket ground up behind there, which we'll have a look at a little bit later, but there was a half decent, listen to that. Now that's the golden sound that you're looking for. That'll generally indicate a fair lump of silver. Solid 44. Yeah, I didn't even spot that outhouse till I pulled the camera out and showed you that one up through the forest there. But we're getting a fair sort of a reading here, so I'll just take my time, because if it is something decent, I don't want to... Ooh, there's something in the ground just there too. Oh, idiot. If it is, it's pretty well right there. And what I want to do is sort of work my way around it, and it's beautiful soft soil to dig. Work my way around it, because I don't, if it is a nice silver coin, I really don't want to be hitting it. Still not getting it on the pinpointer. That's not a good sign. Because the aluminium can will also give off that signal if it's deep till you get close to it, and then it'll overload on you. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, there we go, we're getting close. Getting close up in this corner. I'll tell you what, sir. Oh yes, I just seen it. Either a penny, it's something big, and it's silver, and it's got the coat of arms. Look at that. Little bit crusty looking. Plenty of patina. Got the coat of arms showing beautifully. That is the holy grail. It's not really, but it is for me today. I'm absolutely stoked that I found one of these. It's basically what I was hoping for. I'd really like 10 of them, but just to find one just absolutely fills the day in. Like I said, I just had that feeling driving out here that it was going to be a good day, and it has turned out that way. And I've still got a lot of area to cover. We'll keep searching. Might have a bit more of a go here, and we could probably save this place till winter time. I might just go around and have a look at the outskirts and go down this road and have a look. And I'm thinking the other place that I wanted to go to is a fair way out. I just don't know yet whether we're gonna bite the bullet, drive out to it, or save it for another day. Anyway, that one's going in my little coin pocket in my jeans where I won't lose it, hopefully. I'll make sure it goes in there. And I feel all the way down, yeah, it's sitting in there. I don't want to lose that bugger, because that bugger there would basically be like digging up a $20 note. That is making it really hard to commit to the decision to move on to the next old sports ground when there's beautiful silvers popping out of the ground like that. Look at that. Must be the dry climate, absolutely just preserving them beautifully. Bit of vinegar and bicarb soda, that's going to come up like brand new. I bet you that's going to trigger some comments. What I'll do, I'll just give you a look. I was going to just cut through here. I'll make my loop a little bit bigger. And if I find another coin of any sort, I'll hang around a bit longer. If I make this loop and don't find anything, we might move on. I do want to have a look down the back of this place, and we'll go and check out where I was originally going to go to. Well, I had an absolute cracker of a day. Went through, I did go out to the other little sports ground, and it looked absolutely bloody magnificent. The only problem is it was fenced off, and there was a cow in there that didn't look very friendly. Only kidding, I'm not worried about a cow. But the house that was adjoining the paddock, like it was probably a hectare of sports ground, it did look like there was an old school building in there, which I didn't know about. But the house that was adjoining it, that obviously owned the cow, and they had a trough and stuff, and it was sort of had a little electric fence around it, like they'd been looking after it. They weren't actually home, and I wasn't going to go in there without permission, so it's one for another time. I definitely might try and get out there on a Sunday morning when they're home, because I'm sure they will give me permission. It was really hard to keep driving because the cow had the grass all chopped down. There was a run of apple pines along the front. If you don't know what an apple pine is, it was a tree that people used to love to plant years and years ago. And like I said, there was an old school building, which to me looked like an old school building, and another old outhouse that was well and truly dilapidated, however you say that. And looked bloody brilliant. I could almost smell the silver coins popping out of the ground. But we'll head back there one day and try and get permission. I'm sure they'll let us go in there, but I'm not going to go in there without it. Anyway, stop dribbling. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what we got today. I'm not complaining about not getting into that other one, because check this out. We'll have a quick recap of what I ended up with. Handful of junk, handful of brown buggers, and an absolute pearler of a florin. Check that one out. That is an absolute pearler. I'd be happy if that's all I found for the day. But found 2 florins, shilling, sixpence, couple of threepence, few kangaroos. Got to be really happy with that little run. Anyway, I'm on my way back home. Just thought I'd stop by, have a quick recap, catch you on the next one.